So now our second part 3 of our tutorial. By the way, I'm Jamil. So previously we tackled about illustrating our sample part, which is this one. So cubes with blocks with 300 and 250, 100 height with 4 M16 by 2 holes, bolt holes, and in the middle 100 through 100 diameter through. And so this is process program, or probably let's change that process program. Let's put it as like operations. So I'll replace that one, like program operations. There's no like, so program operations. So whatever you want to call it, but it is called operations. And yeah, yep. Oh, so there is program operations. Oh, yeah. Then that, what is that? How to remove that one? Like this probably, or like this probably. Okay. I'm still trying to get to use on it, because sometimes I can still. Okay, so let's call it program operations, pacing, contour, packeting, drilling, jumpering, tapping, and formulas. So you can learn about RPM, feed rate, cutting speed, angle. So let's include probably, because so we're doing. Oh, what is this? Because we are also doing a tapping. So let's. Why this one is. It's just all duplicated. Make it bigger. How to make it bigger? Like that? Oh yeah. So probably number 5. Let's. So number 5, let's put, because we're doing tapping, so probably calculation of tapping, our drill size, diameter. So drill size. How to calculate drill size in your tapping, in your tap. So let's transfer it nearby somewhere here. Let's make it a little bit bigger so you can easily read it. It's readable. Yeah, something like that. How to get the drill size, diameter of your drill when you're doing tapping. And so now, before we begin in doing or starting the program operations, let's. I want you to understand first, because when we start doing the programs like basic control, once we start those programs operations, so you need the values, right? The what value are you going to put in your x and y z. So if you don't know the value of how it works, or what to be, what is the right value that are you going to put, like is it positive or negative. So if you don't know it, so it's hard for you to do the programming. So that's why before we start this operation spacing contouring, I want you to understand where is this value, or what is the reference, or what is our basis for these values that we are going to put in our programs, right? So um just let just wait a moment, I'm just going to check my phone. So because as you can see, mm, so uh yeah, so before we start the programming, I want you to understand first, how are we going to define coordinates? Because basically, CNC programming and CNC operations is composed of, one of that is coordinates. But you cannot understand how the coordinate works without understanding the one that I want to show you. So let's before we start all those program operations, I want you to understand this one. What is text? Probably let's move on the next pages here. I want you to understand what is, so we are in the page 2 now from that drawing. I want you to know, and not just to know, but you have to understand really how it works. This called Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane. What is that Cartesian plane? You cannot make a program without understanding this Cartesian plane. Or let's say others called it as quadrant. If you are much more familiar with the quadrant. Again, I'm I'm using my own terminologies, but it is called Cartesian plane in mathematics. So Cartesian plane is just basically a quadrant. So let's draw a lines. So what is that Cartesian plane or quadrant that I'm talking about? Basically, quadrant is like this. Hmm, that's it. It's too much. Probably just 5. Yep. So we will draw cross quadrants because it is cross, something like that. Oh, my 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 drawing is good enough. And cross. So put like this. It's really hard because I'm just it's really hard to use. Oh, anyway, I think there is a line here. Wait, wait. I think there's a line here. So wait, I think there is a line here. See, mm, it's a line. I will draw line here. Mm, That's line one. See that one? Yeah, that one. And one more line. One more line. Let's try the same length so that at least yeah. And I will rotate this one. Hopefully it can rotate. Oh yeah, awesome. And we can put 90 degrees something. Oops. Probably I can put it should be 90 degrees, right? Because it's right angle. Ooh, it's really hard. 90. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I want to move it a little bit down so that it's a little bit in the middle. So I'll move also this one somewhere there. So that is the quadrant. That is Cartesian plane. So I'll just want to put an arrow. Probably I'll make that um probably 8, like so I'll put an arrow so that it's just realistic. Oh, it's too much. Wait, wait. Hopefully I can get it much more quicker in the future. So yep, at least you can see that. And I'm going to draw a small lines, like I think 3 for you to just sew it. So I'll put here probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, please bear with my drawings because it's just handwriting. Oops, it looks like 1. That does not need to be like that. It's not perfect, but still understandable. Wait, yeah. Oops. Mm. Oops. Mm. Is that understandable, right? Oh, almost near. What are those lines? What are those lines? Then I label that one like I'll just choose a color. Probably just one. Yeah, I think that one's alright. So I label that one like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll just write it as 1, 2, 3, 4 because it's really hard. I just put 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Oops. Oops. Wait. What is that? Did I pick? Ay, it's really hard to draw, honestly. Mm-hmm. It's really hard. But my son is here beside me. Then this one also. Let's one. Oh no, no, this is two. Two. Hmm. Because I draw it small, so it's really hard. Oh. Okay. Here on the other side. No, no, no. One, two. Oh, -3. Oh, -4. Etc. Where's the negative? Where's the one here? Okay, one. Mm-hmm. And this is, I want to change probably the color. How to change the color? Probably green. So I want to put this one is okay, readable. This one is positive X. This one is positive Y. This side is negative X. This side is negative Y. Yeah. Then normally for the Z, it's just normally cross out, but it will get messy when I include the Z. So just, but normally it is cross out something somewhere like here. It is the Z will is going somewhere, cross out somewhere like somewhere here. But anyway, so the Cartesian plane will read like this. When you go from the middle to the right, example this one that I'm showing you, from the middle, then you're going to the right, your number going to the right. So the value is positive, positive x. Example, you're from this left, then you're going to this right to going to 5, probably from here, from the middle. So your x value is positive x. So but if you're moving from the middle going to the left, example in this one, so your direction of moving is negative x. Example, from the middle to going to 4, negative 4. But because you're moving from middle to left, so your x value is negative. So let's go to the y. Because you're moving from middle going there, going up, so your y value is positive. And if you're moving also from the middle going down, going back, let's say back, let's use for the y front, going front and going back, right? So if you're going back, so your value is negative. So for example, you're from the middle and you're moving here negative 5. That's why I put that one as negative 5, because you're moving, you're going back. So that's why you're moving back. So that's why your y value is negative. And of course, the z axis is when you're going up from the middle, when you're going up, it's positive. Let's put it now. So let's include it. So at least you can be. Let's include it so that at least you will be like. I'll put the. I will in. I just include the said. So at least. And I'll just rotate it now here to 45 degrees. Yep. And I'll move it there. Yeah. There. And I'm going to draw again. So I'll put number 5. And yep. Oops. So this one is z-axis. Let's label it as z-axis. So when you're moving up, it's positive z. And when you're moving down, it's negative z. Oops. And the same, of course, the same way with the other one. I will try to move a little bit quicker because just in the illustration our time is already moving quick. So I'll put also example number. Yeah. So example, this one is also -2, -3, -4, -5. So there it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Positive, it is positive. So yeah, it's did you read it? It's it's my drawing is quite small, but I hope you get the my illustration. So instead, if you're going up, you see this one. You see this one. This said from the middle. If you're going up, the value is positive. So from the middle, if you're going down, the value is negative. That's why you see negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So what is the application of this one in our CNC programming or CNC machines? So basically, this quadrant, this middle one is your coordinates. So I'll draw the symbol of coordinates. So the symbol of coordinates is like this. I'll use black and probably probably just number 3. So it is not so thick. So the symbol of coordinate is like this. Circle, circle in the middle, and highlight those. Oops. That's the symbol of the coordinates. When you see every time you're reading the drawings and you see the drawings like this, that means that's the coordinate. That's the center of your rotation, starting of your dimensions of your programs. So what is the application? How to apply that one in CNC programming given that Cartesian plane? So I hope you understand the how the Cartesian plane or the quadrant works, right? So from the middle, I'll remove first that one so that so from the middle here in the middle, so from the middle and you're going there to what axis are you going to move? So if you're going right, positive x. If you're going left, negative x. If you're going forward to positive y. If you're going backward, that's negative y. If you're going up, that's positive z. And if you're going down, it's negative z. So what is how it what is the application of this one in our CNC programming? Imagine this. Imagine this. Put it in your imagination. This illustration, this Cartesian plane. Close your eyes and imagine to put this one whatever starting point you want to start. Example, because we have already our illustration, right? Our sample drawings. Example, this one. So because this is an isometric view, the one that I draw. This is an isometric view. So let's go in the top section of this sample drawing. So let's get the top. So when I draw the top, I think just for the anyway diameter 50. Anyway, that's all right. So our previous video will be all right. So that's our let's get the top. So how it works, how this Cartesian planes or quadrants works. Let's get the top of that drawing. Let's draw again here. I think I use 8 on that. Or 5. I don't know. Now let's say 8. So when I draw again the let's say here. Oops. 8 is very thick. Let's use 5. So how the Cartesian plane applies to the programming? So let's get the top view of that sample drawing that we have. and we have circle in the middle. Oops, that's good. Not so good. Yep. And we have 4 M16 on the corner. Yep. So that is the top view of our part, right? So how it applies this Cartesian plane? Why I want you to understand how the Cartesian plane works. So because if you're a machinist, you have to decide whatever is your origin. So that middle one, that center, I think I still have. So that center one that I told you that is called your work coordinate system, which is the symbol is like that work coordinate system. In short, that is the origin. Origin means your x0 and y0. Please imagine negative 1, positive 1, but your middle is 0. Positive 1, y, positive 2, and negative 1, negative y, 2, 3, 4. But your middle, positive, your z is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, and also negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. And your middle is x0, y0, z0, z0, right? So that's exactly your origin, your working coordinate system, work coordinate system. So that one is always your, not always, but that is your desired origin or coordinate system. So how it applies in the actual part. So imagine if you decide, oh, I want my origin to be on the middle of this job. Example, I want my origin here on this middle. So how do you I want on the middle of this one. So that dimension is around 300. I think that is 300 and 250. So I want to put my origin middle of this job, this part. So that one is your origin, right? So meaning your illustration should be like this. I'll use probably is smaller only. So at least you can see the probably 3. So if you decide that your origin should be there, oops, too much. Because I still want you to see the name. Yeah. If you decide that your origin will be in the middle, so draw your Cartesian plane there. Is it the middle? Draw your Cartesian plane there because so your origin is this is your x0 y0, that middle. So draw your origin there, meaning that is now your x0 and y0 origin. So this is your y plus y. This is your negative y because you're going backwards. So this is your positive x because you're going right. And this is your negative x. So all the value of your job or your part from this middle, which is your origin, from this middle, which is your origin, all the values going left are put to be negative values in your program. And all the values from the middle to the right, all those details should be put positive values. The same way in the y-axis, all the values from the middle going up, all those distance are put to be positive. The same way going backwards, all the value from the middle of your part up to this distance going backward are all negative values in y-axis. So that's it. Example, what is the dimension of this one? Of this, our example here? I think that is, I think from the previous, let's see at the top. Oh. So from the top, it's 300 and 250. So meaning, if we put dimensions here, if this is 300, and this is 250, oh, why the x was gone here? Okay. So meaning, if this is 300 and this is 250, so that corner is how much? Because you said that from the middle to that end, it's because you're on the middle, so half of this is 250, right? 150 from the 300 because your origin is on the middle. So from the middle to this end, to this end should be 150, right? X 150. Because oh, it's not anymore readable. Where does the 150 came from? Half of 300 because your origin is on the middle, right here. But what is the value? Is it positive or negative? Positive because you're from the middle going to right and your direction is going to right and it is positive. So that's your x, positive x on this corner, specific to this corner. That is your x positive 150. How about your y? What is your value of your y from that middle up to this corner? Your y is here. So to that, what is that value? I'll make it more clearly. If your y is this distance from that middle to this end, so going there, half of 250, how much? Negative y, negative. Y is how much? Half of 250, 125. 125. This distance from there, middle of the job, to the end point of your part, that is 125. But what is the value? Is it positive or negative? Negative because you're from the middle going backward based on your Cartesian plane. From the middle to backward, the value is always negative. So negative. So that is y negative 125. So that's illustrations define what really the use of Cartesian plane in the application in our CNC programming, the values of the axis X, Y, and Z. Whatever is the directions, there is a corresponding value of positive and negative values, which defines the use or the standard direction for the Cartesian plane or the quadrant, whatever you call it. So now that you already understand the Cartesian plane, how it works in our actual part, now you can program every part. You can put what value to be inputted in your program because you already understand the origin, which is your work coordinate system, which is the middle of your axis, and the second one is the direction of your axis. Is it positive or negative? So that's it. That is the application of Cartesian plane in our actual part. Question: for this specific we will tackle it in the middle of the programming, because you might probably ask, what is this origin, or what is this something about origin in the application to the machine? Although I show you the illustration of how the value to be inputted when you program the part, but in the actual, that origin specifies the middle or the center of your movement from your machine origin, which is the WCS, work coordinate system. We will tackle it more in the next actual programming for the program operations, which is the pacing, contouring, packeting, drilling, champering, and tapping. All good? So, hope you understand the Cartesian planes or the quadrant, the function, and the illustration shows how the quadrant and Cartesian planes work in the actual programming the parts, or what value to be put. Is it positive or negative? And also the movement. Is it going forward, backward, or going up and down? Using the Cartesian plane, if you understand this one, you can understand also what detailed are you going to put in your X, Y, and Z values when you're doing the program. All right?